Hello, and welcome to the version of video Bond Brief for October 11th, 2013. First of all, let me set off with a few reminders. We have the Fall Fair coming up next Friday. You will be getting a note home tonight about the need for baked goods, as well as the Fall Fair bracelet orders and the fun run orders need to be submitted next week. We have the coin challenge going, and apparently the boys are ahead right now. And again, the fun run will be next Friday, so you want to make sure that the children are dressed appropriately with athletic shoes. In reading this week, we're continuing with the Global Read Aloud. The children have been enjoying reading Out of My Mind, a story about a little girl who has cerebral palsy and also cannot talk and is in a wheelchair with very little body muscle control. It's been a wonderful story to read and enjoy with the kids, and talking about how we can accommodate children with special needs in our classroom, and about how frustrating it would be if you couldn't talk. The author also uses a lot of nice words, so we're focusing on vocabulary. In addition, reading this week was mainly about the MEEP. We took the MEEP on Tuesday and Wednesday. This upcoming Tuesday, we'll be finishing the MEEP with our math. In science this week, we've been continuing to learn about water, with the focus being on the water cycle. The children were able to watch a video on the water cycle, do evaporation experiments, how surface area affects the evaporation of water, and then also how temperature affects the evaporation. We also learned about condensation. And next week, the children will be doing a really fun activity where it's a challenge-based learning project on how to create movement with water in the water wheel challenge, and how to lift heavy objects up with the power of water. Our monkey book club has come to an end, so we have the monkeys in the hallway that you can see. We had a lot of great readers and Team Bond with Bananas for Books in the month of September. We've replaced the monkeys hanging from our ceiling with these beautiful pumpkin blankets, and the pumpkin blankets were able to be watercolored and painted on the days of the MEEP, which was a nice break from the test taking. For math, we will have the Unit 2 and Unit 5 benchmark tests next Wednesday. It will focus on place value as well as addition and subtraction, both in number stories as well as just computation. The review packet will be coming home tonight. With math, we were talking about problem solving as well, and with the Common Core state standards, constructed responses are going to be focused on. Now, this is an area of guidance that the children still need. This week we did a challenge, and I was very proud of the perseverance of the children. They probably worked for 45 minutes, and nobody got the answer right. And we talked about how sometimes the process is just as important as the actual solution. And we did have learning going on in that 45 minutes, even though the final right answer wasn't achieved. We put examples of some of the problem-solving tips on our website, and instead of creating an anchor chart, we just made a digital one so that you could also see. It is found on our third grade curriculum link, and if you go to the bottom of the third grade curriculum link, you can click on this hyperlink, which will take you to this page, and you can see the problem as well as some examples of how children solved it. Finally, there are some things that will be due on Monday. The children have been working the whole month of September on this printing manuscript packet. On Monday, we will begin cursive, so I would like to have this due by Monday. Also due on Monday is their book logs. They need to be filling out their book logs and what they've read. I'd appreciate if you initial it as well. And this should be kept in their VIP folder, or whatever folder comes home every night. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Looks like the weather's going to be great. If you go to the pumpkin patch or the apple orchards, that would be a great family trip. In addition, the children brought home last night a cutout that they need to decorate as far as what their costume's going to be like. So you could take the weekend to be creative and showcase your Halloween costume. Thank you and have a great weekend.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.